Hello all, my name is Krish Naik and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, Gemini Pro, I hope everybody has heard about this specific LLM model. I have tried it out. I have also created a video regarding this, and the results are amazing, And right now it is available for free so that you can use it. You can try anything that you specifically want. If you want to create LLM applications that probably do text summarization, Q&A, documentation, anything as such. All the amazing use cases that you can probably do with the help of LLM models. With this also you can actually do. Already I have uploaded a video where I showed you the entire demo with respect to the specific code. If you have not seen that video, I would suggest go ahead and see that. But in this video, we are going to create an end-to-end application, completely an end-to-end application with the help of Gemini Pro API. And it will be an LLM application with respect to various tasks. I will try to also use it for image applications also. So I'll show you two different projects in this video. One is with respect to text, the other one is with respect to images. As you know, Gemini Pro is a multimodal. That basically means it works both on text and images. So I'll try to show you amazing use cases by creating an end-to-end project. That basically means there will be a front end, there'll be a back end, and we'll try to combine them. I'll try to write down code, everything as we go ahead. So if you are new to this particular channel, please make sure that you subscribe the channel. And if you want me to upload this kind of interesting video, so for every video I do keep a target likes. Okay, so let's keep the target like for this particular video to 1000. Trust me, you'll love this because Gemini Pro is actually giving a good result if I probably compare with OpenAI, ChatGPTs and all. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start with this. As you all know, right now Gemini Pro is available for free. You can probably do 60 queries per minute with respect to any kind of inputs that you probably give it to the Gemini Pro model itself, and then you get the specific response. Right now, pay as you go has not come. So we'll start from basics. I have created a key over here. Okay, so for creating a key, you have to go to makersuite.google.com/app/API key. So here you will be able to create the key itself, and I'll be using this specific key. Already in my previous video, I've shown you how you can probably go ahead and create a key. Okay, so everything is included. So in order to create a key and all, I will give you this particular website link also in the description of this particular video. Okay, now let me go ahead and start. And here is my entire file, the new project that I'm probably going to start. And as usual, I will go ahead and open a terminal. So this will be my command prompt. So first of all, I will go ahead and create my environment. So I will name it to VNV Python double equal to 3.10. I'll take 3.10. The thing is that Gemini Pro will work without any errors with Python version at least greater than 3.9. So for the safer side, I'm actually taking Python double equal to 3.10. So step by step, I'm going to do it, guys. So please hit like, please do support, please do share this video with everyone, because I am really going to focus on generative AI like hell. I will try to teach you everything that is there, and amazing projects you'll be able to create it. You'll be able to use it. The reason is very simple. Many of my students who have made transition into the data science industry are working in this field right now, and different kind of videos they are requesting me to upload it. Okay, now you have to probably move from the traditional machine learning, from traditional deep learning to this generative AI techniques, and that is what is my specific target. So here it is. First of all, I am actually going to create in this specific way, and now this is done. Okay, so we will go ahead and activate conda activate VENV. So done. So conda activate VENV, and then what we are specifically going to do, I am going to create my requirements.txt. Okay, so requirement.txt is also created over here, and with respect to requirement.txt, I'm going to use some of the important libraries because I really need to install all those things, and 3 libraries I require. In this, I don't have to do much installation. One is Streamlit, because I'm going to use it for the front end. Google Generative AI, and this is the model that we are specifically going to use. And with the help of this library, you'll be able to access the entire Gemini Pro API itself. And Python.env, so that I will be able to upload the environment variable. So load the environment variable. So this is done. So let me quickly go ahead and write pip install -r requirement.txt. Okay, requirement pip install -r requirement.txt. Okay, So once I execute it, okay, I don't know why this spelling mistake is there. Okay, let me see. Pip install -r requirement.txt. So done. So the installation will start taking place. Until then, I will go ahead and create my .env file, because in this only I'm going to upload my key. Now for creating the key, till the requirement is getting installed, first of all, you have to go to this URL, makersuite.google.com app API key. And here only you just need to go ahead and creating a API key in the new project. Okay. Once you do this, you will be getting this API key. Just copy this API key. I've already copied it. So what I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to put this inside my environment variable. So I've kept it in my notepad. So I will go to my project file. Okay. Go inside my .env file and just paste it like this. So this is my key. Don't worry, you'll not be able to use this key, and anyhow I'm not going to put it in my GitHub also. So Google_API key with the API key name, you have to give it in your environment file. So this is done. These two steps are specifically done. Now all you have to do is that I'll be using this, I'll be calling this env file and all. So first I will go ahead and create my app.py. Now in this app.py, we are going to do multiple things. First of all, I'm just going to try it with some text kind of data. Okay. So for text kind of data, what I'm specifically going to do, text related use case in short. So first of all, I will go ahead and write from .env till the installation of the libraries is taking place. Let it take place. I'm going to import load_.env. Okay. So this is the first library I'm going to use it. And in order to load all my environment variables, I'm just going to use this load_.env. Okay, so this is basically loading all the environment variables. Okay, environment variables. Perfect. So here you can see the installation has taken place. So I will just close this quickly and I will write all the line by line code. Now the next thing is that I'm going to import Streamlit as st. Okay, I'm going to use specifically Streamlit. And then I'm going to import OS. Next thing is that I'm going to import Google.generative AI as Gen AI. Okay. As Gen AI. And then, so these are the three libraries. Now see, many people will be thinking in LangChain we used to do this, that and all. Yeah, but I feel that this is much more simple when compared to LangChain. Again, you don't have to write much line of codes itself. Okay. Now the next thing what I'm actually going to do is that in order to set my, you can consider as the API key, I will be using genai.configure, like how we load our OpenAI API key and we assign it, right? Similarly, over here, we are going to use this API key, and inside this API key, I'm going to just write os.get env. Okay, get the environment variable in short. And here we are going to specifically use this Google API key. Okay. So I'm going to use this Google API key over here. So this, what it will happen is that as soon as your entire application is initialized, you will be able to see that your Google API key is loaded. Okay. Now I'm going to probably create a function, and I'm going to write function to load Gemini model and Gemini Pro model and get responses. Okay. So here I'm going to basically write get responses. Okay. And the next thing is that I will create a definition, and I'll say get underscore Gemini underscore response. So this will basically be my function to get the response itself. And here I'm going to basically give the question. Okay. I'm going to basically give the question, and here I will write model is equal to Gen AI. See, so initially we'll initialize the model. Okay. You can actually do it at every time, or you can probably do it outside this. Okay. So here only what I will do initially only, I will try to create a variable model is equal to Gen AI dot generative model. And as suggested, see, for text, you basically use Gemini Pro model. Okay. For vision, for images use cases, and you use Gemini Pro Vision, or everything is basically provided in this documentation. Also, you can probably read it out, or you can probably find out in this Google Drive file, right? This collab file. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to use first of all Gemini Pro. Okay. So here I'm going to use something like Gemini Pro. Okay. So this will basically be my model. I'm going to initialize it over here, and then In order to use the model, I will say model.generate content, whatever question I am specifically asking over here, right? Inside this function, it will try to give me the response. Okay, so this will basically give me the response. It is very simple. This is what is the function that is basically used. Generate underscore content. That basically means we are giving this input to our model and we'll get some kind of response. Okay. Now the next thing is that I will write return response.text. Done. So once I write response.text, that is basically going to give me the response over here. Now we will quickly go ahead and set up our Streamlit app. Now for setting up our Streamlit app, I will be using 3 fields. Okay. One is set page config. I'm saying that Q&A demo. The header will say Gemini Pro application, Gemini LLM application. Let's go ahead and write it down. And here I'm going to use a text box where I can probably give my own input. And with respect to that, this will basically be my variable. Okay. Now, along with this, I will also create one submit button. Very simple. I'm going to keep the UI very simple as possible. And here I will say when submit is clicked. Okay. When submit is clicked. It's very simple. I will say if submit. Okay. Now you may be thinking, Krish, how do you create so quickly all this kind of projects and all? See guys, the idea of an end-to-end project is there in the mind. I usually check out the documentation, right? Documentation of Google Generative AI. Now to create this UI and all, I use ChatGPT, right? It becomes very easy to create it. I'll ask, okay, create me a Streamlit app which has an input box, and on click on a submit, it should probably hit the LLM model. So that information is there. I just copy it, paste it over here. Now what I'll do, I will create a response if submit. Okay, response. So inside this response, I'm going to basically call get Gemini response, and whatever input I'm specifically giving, I'll give it over here, right? So that basically means I'm calling this function. Okay. Then it is basically going to call this generate content with respect to all the text, and it is going to give us the info. Now I will write basically to print the response. I can basically write somewhere over here. Right? So st.subheader, the response is, it will come as a message and it will write this specific response. Done. Now let's go ahead and see whether everything is working fine or not. But this is just one text application, because I'm also going to now work on or create a separate project with respect to image also. So you'll love it. Okay. So quickly, let's go ahead and run this. So I'm going to open my new terminal. Okay. And quickly, in order to run it, what I will do, just to check it, please stay till the end of the video, because now I'm going to create more amazing things as I go ahead. Streamlit run app.py. So as soon as I execute this, you'll be able to see if I don't get any error, I will say allow access. And here is what is my LLM model, right? Very simple, very easy. Gemini LLM application. Now I will just go and ask, write a poem on pandas. Okay, so pandas, I'll just say write a poem, and I'll click on ask the question. Now let's see the response, how quickly it is basically coming up. You'll be able to see whether we are getting any errors. Nothing, no error as such, and probably it should give you the response. So here it is, and it is good enough. The speed is good for a free LLM model, because if I run an open source LLM model in my local, it is going to definitely take a lot of time. Right? So a play curve. So here you can see, in a rail where bamboo thrives, there dwells a creature leaving prize with eyes like beads, so dark and round, panda bears joy to be found. Right? This looks quite amazing. This answer looks quite amazing. Okay. So write a poem on generative AI. So this basically becomes a Q&A application in short, right? So I'm asking any kind of questions as such, and it is giving me some kind of output. Okay. Now, let's see, write a poem on generative AI. I'm giving it, and again, you can see the response is pretty much good, right? Hardly it's, if you probably see with respect to all these things that you're getting, it's good. In real of code where dreams are like dreams takes flight, generative AI, a wondrous sight, symphony of algorithms, a dance so ground, unbelieving it. So this looks good. So the Q&A application looks specifically good. Okay. Now, here only we are not going to stop. You know, there are a lot many things that we really need to discuss. So let's go ahead with one more technique, which is basically called as chat vision. And we'll try to see that what will be the importance of that. Okay, chat vision. So I'll just close this right now, because we are not stopping here itself. Now we will go ahead and write one more code. Okay, so let me just go ahead and write vision.api, vision.py. I really want to see that how good it is with respect to vision. Okay. Vision. So I'm just going to rename it. Now with respect to vision also, what I'm actually going to do, most of the code that I am going to configure will be something like this. So I'm going to paste this, okay. Along with this is the function I'm going to use, but for vision, there will be some changes, okay. So instead of just calling Gemini Pro, I will use Gemini Pro Vision, okay. And this will be the model. Here, instead of question, I will be giving my image, okay. And this should basically give me my image, okay. So as soon as I give my image, okay, and I see there is an option in generative AI is that along with the image, I can also give some inputs, okay. So when I write model.generate content, I can give this to information based on input. And let me just do one thing. Let me just write this in a better way. So first of all, I will write a condition. If input is not equal to blank, right? So if it is not equal to blank, I will say response input comma image in the form of list. That basically means I can pass two parameters. The two parameters is that like what I really want to do this with this specific image. Let's say if I say that write a blog on this image, right? So this Gemini API Pro Vision, this Gemini Pro Vision, what it does is that it sees the image, it checks out all the information what is there in the image, and based on that, it will be able to generate some amazing text. Okay. So when I'm giving some kind of input, it can directly call this. If I'm not giving any input, so let's say in the else state, if I'm not giving any input, then my response should be something like this. So here I can only give my image. So here I'm not giving by default any inputs. By default, Gemini Pro will consider some kind of input, okay? And then it will try to just give the generic description of those specific images. So this is the main changes that is going to happen. Now quickly, let's go ahead and do the setup, okay? I require this three information. One is the input. So here you can see, I've done the set page config, Gemini image demo, st.header, my input text. Input text basically means some information I'm specifically giving, okay? Now, what I will do, I will create a file upload option, that is image upload option. So what I will say, I will again, how do I write this code? Again, I simply go ahead and search in ChatGPT, right? Or ChatGPT or Bard, wherever you can. Okay. So here I think we need to also import image. Okay. So from PIL, I'm going to import the image part. So this is from PIL, I'm going to import the image. Now here what I've done, I'm saying that if uploaded file is none, then image.open, we can upload the file. It is supporting JPG, PNG. Okay. Now this is done, right? So this basically becomes my upload file. Whatever file I'm specifically uploading, it will be available in this variable. Okay. Uploaded file. Now here you'll be able to see I'm creating a submit button. I'm saying, tell me about the image. Okay. This is done. So finally, what I will say, I will write if submit is clicked. Okay. And now in my response, I will call get Gemini response. Okay. This is only the method get Gemini response. Here I'm giving input, comma, image is there. Yes. Image variable. I've created it. So image will also get passed. Okay. So this two information have specifically, I've put it over here. And then what I will do, I will go ahead and write my information, right? The other information with respect to header and writer. So now I'm just going to display the response. Very simple. Now you can see, right? Use the same code. I just changed the model name over here. This is my entire function with respect to input. If I'm giving any input, if I'm not giving any input, then also it should be able to generate some kind of content just by seeing the image. Now quickly, let's go ahead and see it. Before that, I will go ahead and download some images. Let's say I'm going to download Spartans. Okay, Spartans images. Okay, so I am just going to see any images as such. Okay, this image looks good. Let's see. Okay, Spartan is already downloaded. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do now, I will go ahead and run it. Okay, so let me go ahead and open the new terminal. Okay, and here I'm going to basically write, let me just clean the screen. Streamlit run vision.py, right? So this is what is my main purpose of writing it. Now this is where it is being uploaded. So here you can see content must be empty. Okay. Let's see what is the error. Okay, one problem that I have actually done is, right, I did not put the submit condition. So here I will write if submit colon, right? So let me just go ahead and press tab, right? Now it should definitely work, because without writing condition, I was basically writing that. Okay. Now I think it should run. Let me go ahead and see. Okay. So this looks good. So here you'll be able to see this. I will go ahead and browse my file wherever I have actually created it. So Spartan. Okay. So this is my Spartan image. Now I'm not giving any input prompt. So by default, whatever it sees on this specific image, it is going to give me the answer. So for this, it is going to take a little bit more time when compared to the text one. But I feel that as we go ahead, you are going to probably see many things, but it's more about understanding this specific image. So what the entire generative AI understands from this image, we have to probably see. So let's just, the image shows the movie 300. Okay. The response is very much quicker. Okay. Let me just try some other image. Okay. So let me do one thing. I'll go to the desktop. I will put my own custom image. So this was one of the video that I uploaded. Let's see what it understands from this specific image. Okay. So I will go ahead and click this. Tell me about this image. Okay. So let's see what output we will be getting. Again, I think we should be able to get it, but it's more about what our content you have. See, the response is the roadmap to learn the basics of machine learning. So it is being able to understand from this image, and it is being able to give you the output. Okay. Now, I will say now I'm going to give input. See, based on this image, generate a blog. Okay. So I'm just going to click on tell me about the image. Let's see. Based on this image, I'm saying that generate a blog. Okay. So it will try to give me some kind of information at least, and try to see that what kind of image is basically over here and what information is there. Until then, I will probably you can see any like, let's say dishes image. Okay. So let's also use this image. Okay. Let's see what by default it gives you the output. So download 7. Okay. This is going to take a little bit more time. Now it is basically working along with the input prompt. So that is the reason, I guess. No, I did not click it or what? Okay, it was not running. Sorry. So now let's see how much time it will specifically take, and then we will use the dishes images. But just by seeing this, amazingly, you are able to see that how quickly you are able to get the response. It looks good. It looks promising, when I probably compare with multimodal models, right? So here you can see roadmap to generative AI, and this is the entire blog. Okay, let's try some more image. It looks good. Okay. So here in the download section, I will go ahead and create this. So this looks like a foodie image. This image does not look that much clear, but let's see what kind of can you provide me a detailed description? Let's see. The image is not clear. Okay. But will it be able to give me a good information about this image? And that will show you the power of Gemini, right? So I can probably see dal, paneer, something, some or the other information, right? So HD images, I will write HD images. Let's see. Some more images is there. Let's take this. I cannot save this. Let's see some more images. Food.jpg. Okay. So till here, the image shows a variety of Indian food dishes. There are two types of flatbreads. One is plain and the other is topped with the tomatoes and onions. There are 3 bowls of rice, one plain, one top. So it is just acting like a OCR, So with all the details itself. Now let's go ahead and see this. So this looks pretty much clear. Let me go ahead. Can you provide a detailed description with all the food items available? or if I don't give any input, let's see what kind of output it gives me. Okay, tell me about the image. This looks good, right? The everything looks promising over here. Specifically, very much promising, all the information. Let's see how much time it is going to take. And yes, you could try it with different images and all. And this is the most amazing thing about this, right? That is the reason why I'm saying that it looks quite promising, it looks quite promising. So this looks good. So the response is aloo gobi, butter chicken, chicken curry. Chicken curry. Okay, great. Aloo gobi is also there somewhere. It looks like aloo gobi. This is a paneer item. This looks good. Naan, lamb rogan josh. So all the items is basically there. If you want to provide your own prompt, you can also provide it over here, and based on that, you can take out the information. This looks absolutely good. And here it shows the power of Gemini, right? This looks really, really good. Now guys, in my upcoming video, I've already shown you this end-to-end application. Now what I'm actually going to do in my next video, create document types Q&A, because I've still not shown you how you can do word embeddings and all. But that will be the plan of my next video. I don't want to make my video very much longer so that you learn something at a time, which will be beneficial for you. So I hope you like this particular video. Go ahead and try it out and have a look on with respect to this. All the code will be given in the description. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Take care.